As we film this, it's the day before Thanksgiving, and we're behind the wheel of a 2013 Toyota Camry. So the question is it a holiday celebration or just a turkey? That's what we're going to find out here today on Rumblestrip.net and 10-Minute Test Drive. Over 300,000 times a year, somebody selects a Toyota Camry as their vehicle of choice for new purchase. It either is or has been the best selling vehicle for well over a decade now. Longer than that, really. So the question is why? What is it about this vehicle that makes it sell in such large numbers? Is it an exceptional vehicle? Does it stand out for any particular reason? Is it just the safe choice? Well, in our about week with this vehicle, that's what we've been trying to figure out. What is it about this that makes it the best-selling vehicle in North America? Or, excuse me, best-selling car in North America. Best-selling vehicle is a Ford F-150. And, we're having some problems understanding it, to be honest with you. One of our goals here, if you've been following us for a while, and you should know, is that when we test a vehicle, we try to take it from the point of view of someone who's actually going to be buying the vehicle. So in a family four-door car that, we don't view it as any kind of sports car or performance thing. We just view it as how does it function as a family sedan. And for that, I guess it's fine. It doesn't do anything wrong, and that's probably the reason why that so many people buy it. The styling, which was tweaked about 2 years ago now, a year and a half, 2 years ago now, take it or leave it. It had a nose job on it. The rest of the styling was tweaked some, and it's all right. It's, the rest of the car is very, just short of blandtastic, just very average looking. The nose, at least says something a little bit. Too many cooks in the kitchen mostly, but hey, it's continued to sell well even in spite of that. One thing we will say right away is, as equipped, this is the SE model, so not top of the line, V6 at 32 and change. It's not good value. It really isn't. We don't have leather seating in here. We have leather trimmed seating. It's a suede material, which honestly this week I haven't really complained too much about, because this week before Thanksgiving has been exceptionally cold. Morning temperatures in the low double digits, wind chills down into the low single digits. So getting in the morning and jumping in and sitting on a very cold leather seat, yeah, that's not always the funnest thing. So cloth is actually a little bit better here in the colder climates. It does have heated seats, and actually does a really good job with the heated seats. Only issue is that it seems to take forever for them to warm up. About the time that the car builds heat, so 2-3 miles into your drive, that's really when the heat from the seat, you can really feel it. I'd rather, if it's going to take, it doesn't take that long, but it takes a couple of minutes for the vehicle to warm up so that you can actually have heat out of the engine and stuff. It'd be nice if the heated seats warmed up much quicker so that it wasn't so brutal for those first 5 or 10 minutes of driving. The car, for the lack of a better term, glides nicely. You drive down the road, or just it seems like it has a lot of low friction bearings, just rolls real easily, and that's the one thing we've really noticed in this car. It doesn't seem to doesn't seem to be a drag in the drivetrain. So, it's Toyota. They're good at their engineering. But other than that, it's here. The steering is there, fairly numb, fairly pointed, and it generally goes in the right direction. The engine is all right. It's a V6. It's got some power. You definitely aren't missing out there. But honestly, I think it'd be fine with a 4-cylinder. It really would be. The V6 is nice, but you're giving up a lot in fuel economy with the V6. We're averaging. We'll run through this again here. Yeah, 22.2 in combined driving. That's, in this day and age, that's not so great. With the Fusion, you can get just high 20s in city driving and average in the 30s with the 1.6 or even the 2-liter EcoBoost engines. Optima, Elantra, things like that, much higher. So you're giving up quite a bit in choosing the V6 option with the Toyota. And again, that's why we'd say I don't think you'd really miss much by going with the 4-cylinder. And at $32,000, again, rather expensive. The sound system in here is okay. It's got a 6-inch touch display. It works okay. Here, I guess it all boils down to this. We can keep this one pretty short, to be honest with you. It has all the typical Toyota quirks that we aren't fans of, in the sense of if any door is open, you can't lock it. So if you're getting out of your car and you've got bags, you've got your kids, whatever, and you really just want to lock the door and kick it closed, you don't want to have to close it and kind of reach to find your keys or whatever, it won't let you do it. It just beeps at you. I hate that. It's ongoing. It's a safety thing. Garbage. I think people are choosing the Camry because momentum, really. It's Toyota, so you don't necessarily worry about it too much as far as build quality and reliability. It's a safe choice, knowing that you buy a Camry, no one's like, oh, what'd you buy that for? That's a risky car to buy. Everyone's like, okay, it's a Camry. It's an appliance. As hard as we try, we don't get it. But then again, we're not the demographic, and we'll try to understand it, but it escapes us. Is the Elantra, would I rather have an Elantra than the Camry? Well, yeah. Better equipped, better pricing, a little bit better driving dynamics, even though Hyundai suspension tuning isn't the best. Although, surprisingly, the suspension tuning on this over harsh bumps isn't great. It's about equal to the Hyundai, which is a bit shocking, to be honest with you. Just, there's better value, there's better choices. As we said, Fusion, that's really the big one. Better looking car, better driving car, better fuel economy, but some people just aren't going to buy a Ford. They're just convinced that a Japanese car is going to be the thing to have, and Toyota's the #1 Japanese car. Honda Accord, hey, for $32,000, I'll go buy a hybrid Honda Accord that's equipped just as well as this, and is going to get more than twice the fuel economy. Seriously. At $32,000, I would rather buy a Honda Accord hybrid, which is a better car than this V6 Camry, flat out. That's just what you got. And it's going to get a true 45 highway, 50 city, because we've done that. We'll annotate our review there. The Accord isn't my favorite car either in the segment, but for the same price to get over twice the economy, how do you not, right? If you choose this, do you make a mistake? Only in the sense that there's better choices. There's nothing wrong with the car. It's just, as we said, better options, better choices. Should open your eyes and look what else is out there, and go drive it. If you think that you go drive those cars and you think that the Camry is still better, please, we want to see your comments and explain why, other than, well, it's a Toyota, well, it's a Camry. We want some quantitative, realistic reasons why you would choose a Camry over other options out there. Hey, if you liked the review, give us a thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. We appreciate it. It really helps us with views and getting some more notice out there. Appreciate it. We'll see you next time here on Rumblestrip.net and 10-Minute Test Drive.